All right, everyone, buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the world of video games and esports.
Should be quite a ride.
It really should be. We've got this super interesting script here, the rise of video games and esports. And we're going to use it to like explore everything from, those old school arcade games
Yeah.
to the massive esports tournaments happening today. I mean, seriously, remember your first video game?
Oh, absolutely. I can still hear those 8-bit soundtracks in my head.
I know, right? It's crazy how much things have changed.
Speaking of change, this script starts way back in the 1950s, like the very beginning.
Pong, right.
Exactly. Pong and then Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. These games were simple but revolutionary.
They were totally addictive.
Yeah.
Like you just had to keep playing. What was it about them?
Well, they were easy to pick up. Anyone can understand the basic concept, right? But mastering them, that's where the real challenge was.
Oh, totally. And it seems like that core idea, that like simplicity and challenge, is still a big part of what makes games so engaging.
Absolutely. But of course, the technology has evolved massively since then. The script highlights that, going from those pixelated graphics to these insanely realistic games we have now.
It's mind-blowing. Now we have games that look like movies with these huge open worlds you can explore.
And it's not just the visuals, right? It's the gameplay, the stories they tell, the whole online aspect, connecting with players around the world.
Oh, yeah, the online thing is huge. And that leads us right into esports, which is like, what even is that? Like, I get that it's competitive gaming, but how did this even become a thing?
It's incredible, isn't it? It really evolved organically from people's passion for gaming. You had these competitive scenes popping up for different games, and then suddenly, boom, tournaments, sponsorships, huge prize pools. It became this global phenomenon.
It's wild. I mean, I've seen some of these esports events, and they're massive. Like packed stadiums, millions watching online.
It's truly a spectacle.
Yep.
And the skill involved, it's phenomenal. Games like League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Dota 2, these are the big players in the esports world. They require incredible reflexes, strategic thinking, teamwork. It's a whole other level of competition.
And it's not just playing, right? The script mentions how these pro players, they train like crazy, just like athletes in any other sport.
Oh, absolutely. Hours of practice, analyzing strategies, working on communication with their team. They even have fitness regimes to maintain peak performance.
Wow, that's commitment. It's like way more demanding than people realize.
It is. The mental stamina required in esports is often underestimated. These players have to stay focused for hours, adapt to constantly changing situations, deal with intense pressure.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And it's not just the pros, right? We've got this whole other side of gaming culture with streamers and content creators.
Absolutely. Platforms like Twitch, YouTube Gaming, they've totally changed the landscape. They've made gaming more interactive, more accessible. Anyone can watch, learn, connect.
It's a whole community.
Exactly. And it's created opportunities for people to turn their passion into careers.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And speaking of the future, the script talks about all these advancements coming up, VR, cloud gaming, AI. What do you think, like, how will these things shape the future of gaming?
It's exciting to think about. VR could create truly immersive experiences, like you're actually in the game world. Cloud gaming could make high-end gaming accessible to anyone with an internet connection. And AI, well, that's a game changer. Think about even more sophisticated opponents, personalized game experiences.
It's almost like science fiction becoming reality.
It is. And then there's this whole idea in the script about gaming as a learning tool.
Oh, yeah, like using simulations and game-based learning in education. Do you think that has potential?
Huge potential. Think about it. Games are inherently engaging, they're interactive, and they provide immediate feedback. They're almost tailor-made for learning. We're already seeing some of that. But as technology keeps developing, who knows where it could go?
It's amazing to think about. It's like from Pong to these incredible virtual worlds, the evolution of gaming has been phenomenal.
It has, and the impact it's had on our culture, how we connect, how we entertain ourselves, it's undeniable.
Absolutely. Well, that's about all the time we have for our deep dive today. We've covered a ton, from those early days of gaming to the rise of esports and all the crazy possibilities that lie ahead.
It's been a blast.
It really has. So to everyone listening, what were your biggest takeaways? What surprised you? What are you most excited about in the future of gaming? Let us know. And until next time, game on.